So today we will cover triangle. Before that, I think you guys know what is triangle. What is a triangle? What is a triangle?
It's a figure which has three sides.
Okay, it has three sides, it has three angles, or in general, 3 points, none of which lying, all of them, okay? Not all of them lying in a straight line and interconnected with one of them creates a triangle figure, okay? So, A, B, C. Capital letters are used to denote vertex of a triangle, okay? A, B, C. You have three vertices, okay? Or three angles, three sides, B, C, A, C, A, B sides. So, C, A, B. You have respective angles. Conventionally, it is denoted with letters of alpha, beta, and gamma. Yes. So, what is the sum of internal angles of any triangle?
180.
Correct, 180 degrees. But they are some of inner angles, right? You have outer angle too, and this outer angle will be 180 degrees minus gamma. Why? Because you are creating a straight line, and we know that the measure for straight line is 180 degrees. To find outer angle, you subtract gamma from 180. Okay. So for this angle, you are having an outer one 180 degree minus beta, and here 180 degrees minus alpha. What is the sum of outer angles of any triangle? Let's find it.
600.
Okay, let's prove it. 180 degrees minus alpha, 180 degrees minus beta, 180 degrees minus gamma equals to 180, so you have triple of them, right? 180 degrees minus, if you are extracting, okay, releasing minus in front of the bracket, you have alpha plus beta plus gamma added. And you know that sum of internal angles equals to 180 degrees. You are left with twice of 180 degrees, so it is 360 degrees, okay? The sum of the internal angles of any triangle equals to 180 degrees. Sum of outer angles of any triangle equals to 360 degrees, okay? And alpha plus beta equals to 180 degrees minus gamma, right? So we are just bringing gamma to another side. What does it mean? It means sum of two internal angles equals to one outer angle that are not supplementary to these angles, okay? So the same, alpha plus beta, or you could write from gamma and alpha side, gamma plus alpha, sum of internal angles equals to one non-supplementary outer angle, 180 degrees minus beta, okay? Have you understood it? So, these are the sides of a triangle, but there is a limit in their size, or some concepts that need to be considered. Any side should be less than sum of other two sides, right? Or let's write for B side. B should be less than A plus C, right? A plus C. Or C should be less than A plus B. So let's say you have A side being 2, B side being 5, and you have to find C side. We don't know it, okay? At least you have to release an interval for C side. You will write as follows. 2 plus 5 should be greater than, right? Sum of two sides should be greater than the third side. 2 plus x should be greater than 5. Or x plus 5 should be greater than 2. So you have to solve this triple linear inequalities, okay? And release your interval for your third side. So your x should be less than, first of all, 7, right? And it should be greater than 3. It should be greater than minus 3.
Minus 3.
Yes, you don't need it, right? You will just drop it. Why? Because there is a conclusion already that your x is greater than 3. So no need for that one, okay? Actually, it is the side of a triangle. It never becomes negative, right? So it's always greater than minus 3. So your interval for third side will be starting from 3 till 7. X can take any value, or x is your C, right? Third side can take any value starting from 3 till 7. Have you understood it? So if a side of this triangle is integer, okay, is whole number, how many possible values does C have? C has, right?
3, 4, 5,
So how many?
5. No.
4.
So 5. Okay, let's look.
Yes, 5.
C can take values such as 4, 5, 6 if C is
Yes.
whole number, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
3 numbers, right? So what is the parameter of a triangle?
A plus B plus C.
Say that? Well, okay. A plus B plus C, right?
It's big.
So parameter equals to A plus B plus C. You have respective sides 2, 5, and you have an interval for C. So how to define a parameter? Let's say you can choose these numbers, okay? You have 3 values for your parameter. Or you can release an interval. You can take the smallest possible value for your C, 3 plus 2 plus 5 over, you have 3 sides, right? So this is smallest value that your parameter can be. When your C is 3, right? When it's 7, it takes maximum value. 7, 5, 2, right? 5, 2.
You said
But it can't be 7. Yes, it can't be. That's why we are not having rectangular bracket here. They are not included.
and 3, 2.
Yes, it is not included. You see? So 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10, right? 10. And 7 plus 5 plus 2 is 14. So your parameter will lie between 10 and 14. Okay? Good.
Without 10 and without 14.
Yes, 10 and 14 is excluded because your C can't be 3 and 7. Okay? So copy.
Брейнсторминг все поняли, как надо делать?
Hi, my name is Ushbu and I study in Real Science Learning Center. And exactly 2 years ago, my elder brother, Begzod, made it to Westminster, but his year was unsuccessful. And that time I thought that entering Westminster Lyceum was like science fiction to me. But then Real Science really helped me. My maths teacher, Okhalake, really taught me lots of things, which really helped me to to get better in maths as well as English. And I entered to Westminster Lyceum and got to first place to Lyceum. I didn't believe my ears when I first heard it. I checked it like 1,000 times, but then I was sure that I was the first, and I'm really thankful to this learning center. But mostly Mr. Abdalake. This learning center can also help other people. I think that almost anyone can achieve their dreams if they will come to this learning center and work very hard on their dreams without doing any kind of fun with their friends, but focusing on their aims and doing their best. And I think Real Science is almost like the best place in order to achieve this kind of aim, not just for me, but for any people. Real Science Super.
So let's continue with the sorts of triangle. So we have covered in the topic of angles that angles can be acute angle, right? When alpha is between 0 and 90 degrees, right? And if you are creating a triangle using these measures, beta and gamma, and your alpha, beta, gamma, all of them are between this interval, okay? From 0 in this interval, from 0 till 90 degrees. It means your triangle is acute angular triangle, okay? Acute angular triangle. So we are talking about angles only, okay? So if one of your angles of a triangle is obtuse. It means it has a measure that exceeds 90 degrees and goes till 180 degrees, right? Obtuse angle. So if you're connecting these 2 points, you're gonna have obtuse angle at triangle, but your beta and gamma can't be obtuse. Why? Because some of the internal angles can't exceed 180 degrees. If you have 2 obtuse angles, they will exceed 180 degrees. That's why beta and gamma will be again from 0 till 90 degrees. Acute angles. Okay? Again, acute angles. So we have a right angle at triangle. Right angle. What was the right angle? Right angle.
Angle.
Your alpha here is 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees. What can you say about, let's say this was gamma. Alpha, beta. What can you say about alpha and beta? Are they acute angles or obtuse angles or right angle or I don't know?
Right.
They are? How?
Acute angle.
Acute angles. Alpha and beta, acute angles, right?
Yeah.
So some of them equals to 90 degrees because 90 is already taken for gamma. Already taken. Okay, 90 degrees is already taken. Okay. Alpha plus beta equals to 90 degrees.
Or gamma.
Gamma is also, yes. So 3 sorts of triangles with respect of their angles, with respect of sides. So let's talk about sides of a triangle A, B, C. So it can be any triangle, right? Any triangle. If your A equals to, so you have different sides. A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, and C is also not equal to A. So if your sides are equal, let's say B, okay?
Yeah.
B, and you have a base of A, so your sides are equal. Your base is different than its sides, okay? This triangle is called isosceles triangle, okay?
And angle will be equal to.
Yes, all of the angles might be acute, or 2 of them might be acute. Vertex of a triangle might be obtuse. Yes, it might be. So alpha, alpha. What is obvious here? Your angles within your degree are equal. Alpha and alpha. Because opposite sides will have equal, okay, equal angles will have equal size to opposite of them, okay? Beta, alpha, okay? B, alpha. So have you understood it? So if you have equal size, how this triangle is called? A. Equilateral triangle, okay? Equilateral triangle.
Each side and each angle.
So each angle, okay, internal angle equals to 60 degrees. Why 60 degrees? Because they are equal and some of them equals to 180 degrees. So you divide back by 3, you get 60 degrees for each of your angle, okay? 60, 60, 60. If you are dropping an altitude, this altitude will be also median and it will be bisector too, okay? 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Here if you are dropping an altitude, it will be median to the base. If you are dropping altitude to the base, it will be median and it will be bisector too. But if you are dropping it to side of a triangle, okay, let's say altitude, it does not necessarily means that it is median too or bisector too, but here it means, okay, if you're dropping an altitude to sideways, so this altitude equals to the second and the third ones, and all of the altitudes are medians and bisectors of equilateral triangle, okay? Have you understood it? So with respect of angles and with respect of sides. Copy. Where? Equilateral triangle. If you are dropping an altitude to the base, okay? Actually, it does not have base because all of the sides are equal. If you are dropping an altitude, it will be median and bisector, right? And if you are dropping an altitude to sides of equilateral triangle, it will be the same as altitude dropped to the base, and it will be the same as third altitude, okay? And all of the altitudes are medians and bisectors too, okay?
And size will be equal.
Yes, yes, length is equal. So here we have to write here that c square, not here but here, c square will be greater than a square plus b square. So let's say c is the largest side, okay, the great side, and the square of that side will be greater than sum of the squares of other two sides, okay? So it will be what kind of triangle? Acute angled, right? Acute angled triangle. Here you have obtuse angled triangle, so c square will be less than or greater than? Okay, here you have less than, right? Thus c square, a square plus b square, c, a, b. So c square greater than a square plus b square will be for obtuse angled triangle. What about this? Equal. This is Pythagorean theorem, right? C square equals to a square plus b square. Pythagorean theorem. So some more inequalities for you guys to remember. What is midline? Okay. Midline. A, B, C triangle is any triangle, okay? So midline means middle line. It is connecting middle of the sides, okay? Yes. Of two sides. So this is midline. Let's say FC. So FC is midline.
And midline opposite from AC.
Opposite, you mean? Okay. Yes. FC will be parallel to AC, and it will be half of AC. Your FC will be half of AC, okay? Let's say AC is A, so it will be half of it, yes. 0.5 A, okay? And what about areas of this triangle? FBC triangle is similar to triangle ABC. It is similar. It is enlarged version,
yes.
Right? You see? So your K here equals to 2, let's say. That's equals to 2. So this is from the similarity of triangles of that big.
Yeah, where
okay? K? Okay, similarity coefficient. Okay, it is enlarged twice. You look. So here you have half of A and here you have A. So it is enlarged twice, right? If midline, let's say FC is 5, your AC will be 10. Your K coefficient of similarity is 2 or half. Okay? So FBC triangle, area of FBC to the ratio of triangle, area of a triangle ABC will be 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Okay? Because area is a square measure. It is not a linear parameter. Okay? It is a square measure. So FBC is, let's say, S. Your ABC will be 4S. So 1S is taken for this. AFC, okay, we have 2 C's, right? Okay, C1. Here, right? So you are left with for AFC1C 3 areas of FBC1 triangle. Okay, in total you have 4S. So if you understand midline, okay. Let's solve some exercise for midline. Do you have such exercise here, students? Yes. Yes. Yes, Davlatbek, you are correct. So here, let's say you are dividing it back, right? Here you are having C2. C2, C1 is a midline for ABC triangle 2, but it is parallel to BA. It is also midline, okay? And your FC2 is also midline, but it is parallel to BC side, okay? If your BC equals to A and BA equals to C, AC equals to B, So here 0.5 b side, right? It will be, so f c1 midline will be half of your AC or B side, and your C1 C2 will be half of BA or C side, C over 2, and your F C2 will be half of BC or half of A divided by 2, right? What is the parameter of a triangle ABC? So A plus B plus C, that's it, right? What is the parameter of F C1 C2? Half B, half C, half A. It means 0.5 A, 0.5 B, 0.5 C. If you are releasing 0.5, you have A plus B plus C or parameter itself. It means half parameter. Okay? But for area, a quarter. Okay? Turdan beri. Okay, copy students then.
Периметр большого, да, треугольника нашего?
You mean here, you mean?
No. P or 2.
Yes. Here your P
ABC.
is parameter of ABC. Yes. Parameter of ABC. Can we erase it, students? Yes?
Всем привет, меня зовут Махмуд, и в этом году я поступил в университет имени Губкина. Поступил я благодаря учебному центру Real Science. Хочу отдельно поблагодарить своих учителей. Это Келака, учитель по математике. Он строгий, но в то же время веселый. Так что его уроки проходят очень весело и в непринужденной обстановке. И темы запоминаются очень легко. Также учителя по физике Доня Раке. Он также легко объясняет, все понятно. Также он показывает разные видеоуроки, так что мы можем еще и визуально воспринять информацию. И, наконец, учителя русского языка Ольгу Владимировну. Пожалуй, лучшего учителя по русскому языку я не находил, потому что она за короткие сроки смогла объяснить мне весь курс русского языка. И благодаря этим учителям я смог поступить в университет с первого раза. Также хочу поблагодарить администрацию, в особенности ЛЛП, потому что она постоянно переживала за меня, подгоняла, и благодаря ей я смог учиться упорно и постоянно узнавать что-то новое для себя. Большое спасибо Real Science. Real Science супер!
Right angled, let's say triangle. So you are given right angled triangle, and we'll have more to talk. When you are dropping an altitude to the hypotenuse, so you will have two line segments, C1, let's say C2, and sum of C1 and C2 equals to C itself, right? A, B, C, A, B. So this is an altitude. So right angle triangle. First of all, let's write Pythagorean theorem. A square plus B square equals to C square. And I have Pythagorean theorem for this small and second small triangle. So C1 square plus altitude square equals to B square. A square, okay, here. Altitude squared plus C2 square equals to A square, right? Yes? So, and some formulas. First of all, what is C1? What is C2? They are line segments that are dividing your C side into two pieces if you are dropping an altitude. Okay? So C1 is a projection of B side, okay? And your C2 is a projection of A side. This is something like shadow of A side. C1 is something like shadow of B side, okay? So there is interconnection between B square and hypotenuse and that small line segment that is the projection of B side. So B square of B side equals to C1 multiplied by C. The same could be written for A side. A square equals to C2 multiplied by hypotenuse. Okay? So if you're gonna divide it, there happens cancellation of your C's. C1 to the ratio of C2. So we are talking C1 to the ratio divided to C2 equals to B square over A square. Or if you are raising both sides to the minus first power, C2 over C1 equals to A square over B square. So the ratio of a square of the sides equals to the ratio of line segments that your altitude divided. Okay? Hello, come in. So A square divided by B square equals to C2 over C1. Okay? Not the square of line segments projections. Have you understood it? More. Altitude square equals to, so hash square, okay, equals to C1 multiplied by C2. Okay? You will need these formulas right now. Let's look through some of the exercises. You are given a right angle triangle. So with one of legs being 12 centimeter and your hypotenuse is 6 more than another leg. So you have to find hypotenuse itself. Let's use Pythagorean theorem. X squared plus 12 squared equals to x plus 6 on the power of 2. So you're going to have x squared plus 144 equals to x squared plus 12x plus 36. So what is next to find x, right? 12x equals to 108, right? X equals to
9.
9, yes, 9. So your x side is 9. What is your hypotenuse measure? 15 centimeters. Yes, easy. Okay, let's work with projections then. So in right angle triangle, an altitude drop it, and it is having line segments, projections of 3 and 12. Find altitude. So how to find it, Davlatbek?
C square equal A square plus B square.
3 square plus 12 square.
Plus, okay,
And multiply.
yes. Altitude square equals to C1 multiplied C2. So two projections product gives you the square of altitude,
And H
right?
equals 6.
Yes, it is equal to 6. So, sorry too. You're given right angle triangle with one of the angles being 60 degrees. So sorry to right. Then altitude is being dropped to the hypotenuse and it's equal to 9. You have to find hypotenuse of this triangle. C. So how to find it, students?
If you have a right angle, 90%, and
Percent, you mean?
or 90 degree and 60 degree, our third angle will be 30 degree. And
Here, yes, 30 degrees. Again, you have 30 degrees.
yes.
So, what can you define now? What can you define now?
We know h square.
Yes, we know h.
Yes,
So?
we can use formula h square equals C1.
C1 multiplied by C2, but you don't have projections. C1, C2. They are not given. So, in right angle triangle, if you are having alpha and beta, okay, as acute angles, so let's take one of these acute angle triangle, acute angle of this triangle, of right angle triangle, okay. You're having A, B, and C is hypotenuse. How to find the sine of alpha? So we have covered in trigonometry, right? So sine alpha equals to opposite leg divided by hypotenuse, A over C. Cosine alpha equals to adjacent leg, B, over hypotenuse. So tangent of alpha, we know that is sine alpha over cosine alpha. Yes, A over C divided by B over C. There happens cancellation of C's. A over B or
B or
opposite leg divided by adjacent leg. So cotangent alpha equals to opposite inverse of tangent B over A, or adjacent leg divided by opposite leg, right? So we do the same. We use these formulas. Is a sine. Okay, you have to find hypotenuse, right? Okay, let's find it. Let's find sine of 60 degrees. Sine of 60 degrees equals to opposite leg over hypotenuse. Okay? So sine 60 degree, can you tell me the value, Husan? 1 over 3? Oh my
1
God.
hour is подходит.
Oh my God, no. Sine 60 degree. Abdubari, can you tell us?
1 hour.
No. It is not 1 over.
3 squared divided to 2.
Oh my God. No, under root of 3 over 2. Under root of 3. 3 squared means 3 squared, right? Square root, maybe. Square root equals to A over X. Yes? Husan? Muslima? Abdubari?
No, not
Why don't you know it?
9.
Yes, it is 9. Yes. X equals to. So you multiply X to another side and divide under root of 3 over 2 to another side. It becomes 9 divided by this, and if you bring it to multiplication, you inverse the fraction under root of 3. Okay? So your X becomes 3 under root of, okay, 6 under root of 3. This is your leg, 6 under root of 3. Right? And cosine 60 degrees of the same angle, cosine 60 for big triangle. Yes. Cosine 60 adjacent leg divided by hypotenuse. 6 under root of 3 over C. So can you tell me the measure of cosine 60 degrees, Jamaluddin?
1 hour.
1 over 2, right? 1 over 2 equals to 6 under root of 3 over C. To find C, you cross multiply and your hypotenuse appears to be 12 under the root of 3. Okay? Copy. Hear me? Okay, we are multiplying x to another side, right? Okay, let's write it from here.
80 or
X multiplied under root of 3 over 2 equals to 9, and you are multiplying, so this is 9. You are multiplying 2 to another side, x multiplied by x equals to 18 over under root of 3, and you are rationalizing its denominator. X equals to, you are multiplying by under root of 3. 18 under root of 3 over 3, and you are having the same result. That's the happens cancellation, 18 with 3 by 3.
Всем привет, меня зовут Шакиров Абдулбакир, и сегодня, 21 июля, вышли долгожданные результаты Вестминстерского лицея, и из 1150 человек я оказался на 25 месте. И все это только благодаря учебному центру, самому лучшему учебному центру в Ташкенте, Real Science. Много упорства и труда своего. То есть я прошел учебный центр Real Science 14 сентября, и на протяжении 6 месяцев упорной работы с моим учителем Акилакя и его эффективным занятием с использованием высоких технологий я добился этого результата. То есть все 1125 человек оказались позади. И уже этот текущий год я проведу в Вестминстерском лицее, а не в своей школе. Вот. На протяжении этих 6 месяцев учебный центр Real Science подарил мне спокойную обстановку, в которой я занимался, творил и работал над ошибками вместе с моим учителем. Благодаря этой обстановке я смог познать много нового, потому что когда я пришел, я был абсолютно нулем. Я не знал абсолютно ничего, как делить, складывать, дроби для меня были чем-то далеким, как и тригонометрия, геометрия. Это все было нечто далеким, но спустя несколько занятий я открыл математику как новый путь к успеху, который позволил мне войти в Вестминстерский лицей. И уже в этом текущем году он открывает для меня свои двери. И если ты хочешь поступить в Вестминстерский лицей, то приходи в Real Science, и уже в следующем году на первом месте окажешься именно ты. Real Science супер!
So, what is median? What is median?
It's line.
What is the difference of median from bisector?
Bisector.
Angels.
Bisector is
Angle, okay, angle.
Angle.
So it's angle, right? Don't say angel. So, in any triangle, if you're releasing median, it will divide your opposite side into two equal parts, right? This is it. So,
bisector angle.
so if you're dropping median, if you are releasing bisector, it will divide your angles into equal angles, right? Alpha, alpha, right? So, for median, it is obvious that line segments are equal, right? These two line segments are equal. But here they are not equal, so how to find it? If you have A, B, and C sides, how to find first line segment? So how to find it? Let's say X, Y. Can you tell me how to find X? Yes, yes. So, students, how to find X?
C over A plus B.
C over A plus B multiplied by?
B.
By?
A.
A, right? So, how to find Y? Y equals to C, a bisector that is being dropped to the side of C. So, you take C and you write over, and the rest of two sides, A plus B. And it is something like projection, okay, of B side. That's why you multiply it back to B side, okay? I think you could rewrite the formula, right? So, how to find bisector itself? LC. So, L. It is denoted with the letter of L, okay? LC. How to find LC? Saida, can you tell us? LC.
To our A plus B.
Yes, A plus B and the root of AB, P minus C. Here your P is?
A.
A plus B
Plus C over 2, half perimeter, right? Half perimeter. So it's denoted with small p letter. So have you understood it? We have another formula for bisector. So which formula is that? 2 times of AB cosine gamma over 2 over A plus B, where your gamma is the vertex of a triangle, right? If you have a triangle with a vertex of gamma, the sides A and B will be connected by gamma angle, okay? So AB, so your formula is correct if you are releasing bisector to C side to find your LC. Note that we don't have C side in the formula. We just need angle, okay? That is opposite to C side. So, that's it with bisector. So one left. A over, okay, A multiplied by Y equals to B multiplied by X. You cross multiply and it will be true. Or A over X equals to B over Y. Or the ratio of A side to its line segment will be equal to ratio of B to its line segment. Okay? That is created by the bisector. So have you understood it? Good. Median. How to find a median itself? We don't talk about line segments because they are equal, right? So how to find MC?
1.
If you are having A, B, C side. 1 over 2.
The root of 2b to get squared.
So 1 over 2. 2 times of A square plus 2 times of B square minus C square, right? How to find MA then? If you're wrapping median to A side, 1 over 2 and the root of
2b squared plus
2c squared minus a squared, right? So MB 1 over 2 2a squared plus 2c squared minus b squared, right? That's it. Can we erase this side too?
Yes.
So, in right angular triangle, if you are dropping median to hypotenuse, it will be line segment. I mean, your line segment will be equal to median itself. So we have such question that is saying find the ratio of hypotenuse to the median. So it is asking 2mc being divided to mc. Your ratio is 2 to 1. Okay? So for right angular triangle, your median will be equal to half of your hypotenuse. Okay? Half of your hypotenuse.
Median.
Yes. But your triangle has to be right angled only.
Must.
Yes, right angled. So let's continue then.
Acute.
No.
Isometric.
No. Any triangle. So this point is G point, right?
Yeah.
G point. And your G point is the interconnection, okay, connection or intersection point of your three medians, and any of this triangle with the area of C will be equal to another one. Okay? So with one median, you are halving the area of your triangle. Okay? With another one, you are also doing the same. With the third one, you are doing the same. So if they are connected, so if you are releasing three medians, they will have intersection point at G point, right? And your areas will be equal. Okay? Your median will divide your midline into two parts too. Okay? It used to be A in total, right? A over 2, because you are releasing median. In general, your midline FC was half of your A, so in total it was A over 2, right? Now it is being halved again, A over 4. If your FC is midline, okay? Obtuse angular triangle is given to you. So let us, okay, it is obvious, let's say. So you are dropping an altitude. It will be the smallest one. You are dropping a bisector. So this is bisector LH. And you are releasing median. It will be further away. Okay? Your median MC will be greater than your LC bisector, and it will be greater than your altitude. Okay? They will be equal when? When they will be equal?
When our angle will be 90.
No. When your triangle is, yes, equilateral. Okay? All of the sides are equal. So copy. Okay. In a triangle, you're releasing three bisectors, and they will have intersection point at O. What is a point? So what is that O point?
It's middle of circle.
Middle? Okay, center of the circle. Center of the circle. Which circle?
Which inside of angle.
Okay, yes, inscribed, right? Inscribed. Okay, this is circle. center of the circle is O. So you're realizing bisectors LC, LB, LA. A, B, C, and it's being intersected at D point. BO over OD, let's say CAB sides, will be equal to A plus B over C. So the ratio of OB to OD is A plus B over C. Okay? For the median, it is the same. No, it is similar. 2x, x. Starting from the vertex of a triangle, your median and intersection point will have the ratio of 2 to 1. Okay, 2 to 1. Here also 2 to 1. 2y, y. So here too. 2, z. Okay? So if you're realizing a median, at the intersection point, it will be divided to the ratio of 2 to 1. 2y, y. 2x, x. 2z, z. Okay, starting from the vertex of a triangle.
For example, B of 2 or OG 4, yeah?
Here you mean? Yes. Okay, let's say your triangle has size of 2, 5, and 6. Find the ratio of BO to OD. Or it is saying, in intersection point of bisectors, find the ratio of BO to OD when your bisector is being dropped to the side that has a length of 6. Thus?
It's median, yeah?
So, BO to OD equals to A plus B. No, it's bisector.
It's bisector?
Yes, bisector. 2 plus 5, 7 over C side, 6, okay? This is your ratio. BO over OD. Good. Now you can copy.
Привет, меня зовут Лидинова, и я выпускница лицея International House Ташкент. В Real Science я пришла первый раз в 2015 году с целью поступить в свой лицей, и чего я и достигла в июле 2015 года. Потом я взяла год перерыв и пришла сюда уже в 2017 году вместе с моей сестрой, и тут я проучилась еще 2 года. Эти 2 года отличились тем, что было очень интересно, каждый раз мне попадались очень хорошие группы, с которыми было весело работать, и за это время я уже успела получить знания, начиная от базовой арифметики и заканчивая математическим анализом. Благодаря Real Science я поступила в Вестминстерский университет и Туринский политехнический на факультет аэроинженерии. Теперь я планирую поступить еще в Государственный университет дипломатии на факультет международной экономики. Я рекомендую всем абитуриентам, которые поступают в университет или в лицей, прийти сюда. Я обещаю вам, что тут вам будет очень интересно и весело, и очень познавательно. Вечер дня, когда я приходила сюда, был самым интересным, и после лицея, неважно, была я уставшей или нет, тут все это проходило, как будто снимала рукой. Спасибо вам за то, что обучили меня за все эти практически 3 года. Я обязана вам всеми знаниями математики и всей базы. И мои поступления в эти 2 универа, и я надеюсь, будущее поступление в университет дипломатии, все это благодаря вам. Спасибо большое. Я рекомендую Real Science.
So, let's solve 29, some of the exercises. So you're having a triangle of A, B, C, and your bisector relates from A. So the angle is being divided into 2 equal angles, right? Yes, this is your bisector. And it's cutting your BC and having the line segments of 12 to 9. You have to find perimeter of triangle of ABC. If AB minus BC, okay, not AB, AC, right? AC minus AB equals to 4. So, AC minus AB equals to 4. Your AC is X and your AB is AC minus 4, right? So it's going to be X minus 4. So I have told you that if you cross multiply for the bisector, it will be true, right? Or the ratio of X to its respective line segment will be equal to the ratio of X minus 4 to 12.
What?
Yes?
What?
This is a property of bisector, we have told you. Yes? There happens cancellation by 3, 4. Let's cross multiply. 4x equals to 3x minus 12, and your x value equals to minus 12. How? How it is equal to minus 12? Because you know, we have exchanged their line segments, okay? Now, so here you have 12 and 9. 3 times, 4 times. So 4 multiplied to x and minus 4 multiplied by 4 minus 16 equals to 3x. 4x minus 3x equals to x, and it's equal to 16. So this AC side is 16. Can you find AB side?
12.
Yes, it is 4 less than 16. Parameter of AB is 12 plus, in total you have 21 and 16. So parameter, let's say 21 plus 16 plus 12. It is equal to
49.
49. Okay? So we are just using the property of bisector. Cross, multiply, okay?
Can you bisector put D, please?
At D you mean? Where is your D?
Yes, here.
Here?
D. How AB equal DC?
AB equals to DC. Yes, it might be. Why? It might be. Let's solve 35. In right angle a triangle. So bisector is being released from right angle, and it is having ratio of 3 to 2. So you have to find ratio of projections in hypotenuse. Okay, what does it mean? Найдите отношение проекций катетов на гипотенузу. Okay. You have to find the ratio of legs, you mean?
Hypotenuse здесь, here.
Okay, your hypotenuse is 5x.
It's hypotenuse.
So it is hypotenuse, right?
Yes.
Okay, 3 to 5x, right? So what is asked then?
31?
Legs. So the ratio of legs, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So they will be in the ratio of 3 to 2, 2. 3y, 2y. They will have the same ratio, 3 to 2.
Yes.
That's it. That was quite easy. 41. So you are dropping in altitude and median at the same time. Altitude and median. And this triangle is right angle triangle. Seven x 25x. A, B. Let's find A to B. The ratio of A to B.
5x, it's median.
So 41.
5x.
So 25x is the median that is being dropped to your hypotenuse. So you're having right angle triangle, and your altitude is 7x. First of all, you could use Pythagorean theorem to find this small line segment, right? And it's equal to. So it is equal to, let's use Pythagorean theorem. 25x on the power of 2 minus 7x on the power of 2 equals to that line segment, let's say. Okay, let's calculate it. Under the root, right?
Why?
Yes, for this line segment. This is hypotenuse, right? So 625x on the power of 2 minus 49x squared. What is the difference? And take a square root and tell the answer.
25x squared minus 7x squared.
24x.
24x, right? 24x. So this line segment is 24x. So you have to find A over B. How to find it? So students,
How we can solve it?
how? A over B, you mean? Huh. Okay, we are just using Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
Your altitude is 7x and your hypotenuse is 25.
Yeah.
So you find the second leg.
24x.
24x? Okay, you just calculate it. 576x on the power of 2, right?
Yes.
And if you are taking square root, you are having 24x. Okay. So how to find the ratio of A to B? This is right angle triangle, right? And your hypotenuse, we've told you, will have line segments that are equal to your median, right?
12x.
No, 25.
No.
So this line segment is 25x, and this, all of them will be 25x, so x left, right? So what is the ratio of A to B? If you're rubbing an altitude,
Yes.
A over B
X. A
square, that's A over B square, will be x
square.
over 25x. Yes, do you remember it? So A square equals to, in right angle triangle, if you're rubbing an altitude to the hypotenuse, your square of leg will be equal to projection, yes, multiplied by C. So B square equals to C2 multiplied by C, and we have divided it, right? A square over B square equals to, so that happens cancellation of your hypotenuse, C1 over C2. So you have C1 as being x and C2 being 49x, right? 24 plus 25 in general, 49x. A square over B square. How to find A over B? You take square root.
No.
So?
24x for A.
No.
What median?
So, no. You are dropping an altitude, okay? You are dropping an altitude. It was true for right angle triangle if you are dropping an altitude to its hypotenuse, right?
We don't need median here.
Here we use the median. We used it to find parts, okay? So 1 over 49, A square, B square. How to find A to the ratio of B? You take, yes.
1 to 7.
Yes, 1 to 7. You take square root from both sides, 1 to 7, right? Good. Copy. Okay, let's solve more problems. 20. Five, 7 are the sides of a triangle, and bisector released from the vertex of a triangle is dividing your third side into pieces such that smaller one is 3. Just find another one. So how to find it? How to find it? This is a bisector, right?
Yes.
So
Proportion.
you cross multiply. 5x equals to 21. Your x equals to 4.2, right? I think they are becoming easy. 26. Right angle triangle is given with a legs of 2 under root of 2 and 6 under root of 2. You have to find LC. That's it. You have to find LC. So how to find LC? What was the formula of LC? Yes. 2AB cosine gamma over 2 over A plus B,
But
right?
we have formula under the root of 2AB over A plus B.
Under the root of, yes, but it is better to use this formula. Why? Because there you have to work with irrational numbers, right? So your A is 2 under the root of 2 and your B is 6 under the root of 2. Your gamma is 90 degrees, right? 90 over 2 is 45. Cosine 45 degrees, can you tell me the value of cosine 45 degrees? Under the root of 2 over 2 divided by A plus B. So 8 under the root of 2. That happens cancellation, right? Another cancellation. So 8, let's leave 8 as it is. 2 multiplied by 6, 12, and under root of 2 multiplied by under root of 2 gives you another 2.
32.
So 2 multiplied by 6, 12. 12 multiplied by 2 is 24. 24 divided by 8 is
3.
3, okay?
That's all.
Yes. Okay. Okay, develop 14. So altitude of a triangle equals to 12. And it is dividing your base to the ratio of 5x to 16. If the length of a base equals to 21, you have to find parameter.
X equal 1. I find.
So,
I find it,
yes, your x equals to 1.
Yes.
So this side is
5.
5. This side is 16. Can you find BC side?
Yes, I will use
Pythagorean theorem. So your BC side appears to be
just a moment.
20, right? So can you use Pythagorean theorem for to find BA side? So
13.
13. What is the parameter of ABC? 21, 20, 13.
54.
54? 4. Okay?
Easy.
Mm-hmm. 9. In isosceles triangle that has the same size, right? Equals to 15. Боковая сторона меньше основания на 15. So, высота. Okay. Высота, okay. An altitude of isosceles triangle equals to 15. And your side is less than its base by 15. Your side is x and your base is x plus 15.
Oh, okay.
Right?
What if you
So you have to find the base itself.
X?
You have to find x plus 15. So how to find it?
How we know this
Altitude, okay.
equal by half of x plus 15.
No, it is not.
It's median, yeah?
X plus 15 over 2 in
Y over 2? Y over 2?
No.
Why?
Median bo'lganda 2 bo'ladi.
Mediana bo'lganda bo'ladi. So look, this is an altitude and the median and the bisector. Why? Because this is isosceles triangle.
Yes.
Okay? So it means, can you tell me the measure of this line segment?
X over 2 plus 7.5.
X plus 15 over 2, yes, correct. So now you have to use Pythagorean theorem, right?
Yes.
So 15 square plus x plus 15 over 2 on the power of 2 equals to x square. We don't have enough space. Can you tell me the value of x by calculating it on your own? So what is the answer? So we are having two x values, minus 15 and x2 equals to 25, right?
Yes.
So which x should be taken?
Minus 15 we
25,
yes.
right? 25. What is the measure of the base, line segment measure? 25 plus 15. So we get
40.
40, okay? Copy, we will erase.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Жасхан. Я впервые узнал об этом учебном центре Real Science в августе на Фейсбуке, увидев достижения учащихся данного учебного центра. Мне тоже захотелось добиться таких больших высот. Я занимаюсь на этом учебном центре в течение 8 месяцев. На данный момент мне удалось поступить в такие 3 топ-вуза: Вестминстер, Турин и INHA. И еще хочется добавить то, что, приходя домой, я мог смотреть видеоуроки по таким предметам, как математика и физика, которые я получил на этом учебном центре. А еще хочется добавить то, что тут, на данном учебном центре, уроки ведутся интерактивно, то есть после урока мы могли оставаться тут и заниматься самостоятельно. Например, мы могли решать тесты на компьютерах. Я отдельно хочу поблагодарить преподавателей математики Oldingi и по физике Donioraga за то, что мне помогли поступить в такие высшие топовые вузы. Спасибо учебному центру Real Science. Real Science супер!
Sine and cosine theorem. So, how to use sine theorem or how to use cosine theorem? If you are having triangle, any triangle, okay, A, B, C, with the size of A, B, C, and you are having angles of alpha, beta, and gamma. Sides of a triangle are interconnected or has a ratio with sine of angles. Okay? So A over sine alpha will have the same ratio as B over sine beta, or it will have the same ratio as C over sine gamma, and it will be equal to
130.
twice of radius, right? So radius, your triangle is inscribed within this circle. Okay? So, if you understood, this is sine theorem. Why? Because here you are having sines. That's why it's called sine theorem. Yes. Yes. So, if the ratio is larger, your twice of radius will be larger too. It means your diameter, right? So, cosine theorem, what does it say? If you are given triangle with sides of A, B, and one angle is given for you, you have to find third side. So you use cosine theorem. C square equals A square plus B square minus twice of A multiplied by B, AB, multiplied by cosine gamma. Here A and B are obvious sides or given sides, and your gamma is the angle between of these two sides, okay? Between these two. So gamma, you are taking cosine gamma, AB, A square plus B square. Diora, can you keep silence? So, A square equals to B square plus C square minus twice of BC multiplied by cosine. So here you are having alpha, right? B square equals to A square plus C square minus 2 times of AC multiplied by cosine beta, right? Because your beta is an opposite side, opposite angle to B, right? So let's solve some problems. In ABC triangle, second one, AB equals to 6, BC equals to 7, CA equals to 8. You have to find sine of C. Sine of C. Yes, how to find it? You are given 3 sides and sine of C angle. Sine of C. Now you have to find sine C, right?
Yes.
So how to find it?
We should use cosine
Yes.
Should we use sine theorem or cosine theorem?
Cosine.
Cosine theorem. Why? You are asking to find sine.
We have size.
Because you have all of the sides, right?
Yes.
You can open cosine and convert it to sine,
Yes.
right? Okay, what is an opposite side to C angle? 6. So you write cosine theorem for the side of AD.
6 squared.
6 on the power of 2 equals to 7 on the power of 2 plus 8 on the power of 2 minus 2 times of 7 multiplied by 8 and cosine C. So let's calculate it. 36 equals to 49 plus 64 minus 14, right? 14 multiplied by 8 is
112.
2, 3, 11. Cosine C. So how to find cosine C? Can you tell me the value of cosine C, students? Calculate it and tell me the answer. I hope you can.
37.
37? 37 you mean? You have calculated this part only, right? Okay, 37, 112. Right? So your cosine C equals to 37 divided by 112. Is there any cancellation? No cancellations? So 112 is multiplied to cosine C. Неправильно вообще? Oh my god, what have you done, students? شنو qo'sholmayapsizmi? 77? Okay, 77. Cosine C equals to 77 divided by 112. So we divided by 7, right? Can you?
1.
11 over 1, 6, right? So, how to find sine C if you have cosine C? From the main trigonometric identity, sine square C plus cosine square C equals to 1. So you have cosine C, you have to find sine C. Let's replace it. Sine C square, okay, sine C square plus cosine C square, 11 over 16 on the power of 2 equals to 1. So, sine square C equals to 1 minus 121 over 256, right? So calculate and release the value for sine C on your own, okay? Eight. So a triangle with the sides of A, B, C is given, where A square equals to B square plus C square minus under root of 3 multiplied by BC will be true. You have to find angle that is opposite to A. It means cosine, okay, let's say alpha itself, right?
Yes.
So how to do it? Will we use sine theorem or cosine theorem?
Sine theorem because we don't have size.
Okay, look at it. It is similar to cosine theorem, right? Yes? Square, 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 and you have something here. Okay, let's write cosine theorem for A side. A square equals to B square plus C square minus twice of BC multiplied by cosine alpha. Right? You have to find alpha from there. Let's subtract. A square, B square, C square goes. Minus under root of 3 BC plus 2 BC cosine alpha equals to 0, right? So 2 times BC cosine alpha equals to under root of 3 BC, and BC is phase cancellation. Cosine alpha equals to under root of 3 over 2. What is that alpha measure? 60 degrees or 30 degrees?
30 degrees.
Pi over 6. Okay, 30 degrees. Have you understood it, students? Okay. Let's solve more exercise. This is 10. In a triangle, your angles are as follows: 30 degrees, 45 degrees. If the side opposite to 30 degree angle equals to 2, then you have to find the side that is opposite to 45 degrees. So how to find it? Will we use sine theorem or cosine theorem? Sine theorem, of course, right? So 2 over sine 30 degrees equals to x over sine 45 degrees. So 2 over, can you tell me the value of sine 30 degrees? 1 over 2. 2 over 1 over 2 equals x over under root of 2 over 2. Or you cross multiply, or actually it is obvious, 4 multiplied by under root of 2 over 2 equals x. Your x value is 2 under root of 2. Okay? Copy.
Здравствуйте! Наконец-то, буквально 2 дня назад вышли долгожданные результаты экзамена в Вестминстерский лицей. До последнего момента я боялась того, что моя заветная мечта может не осуществиться. Но теперь, когда все за плечами, я верю, я знаю, что в этом мире нет ничего невозможного. И вы тоже сможете. Поэтому не нужно бояться, и нужно быть уверенным в своих знаниях. Подкрепить эту уверенность можно в замечательном моем любимом учебном центре Real Science, который помог мне поступить в Вестминстерский лицей. На протяжении 6 месяцев я упорно занималась, старалась, и теперь моя заветная мечта исполнилась. Спасибо Real Science за то, что он помог мне осуществить мою мечту. Придя в первый раз в Real Science 6 месяцев назад, я даже не представляла, насколько насыщенным будет обучение здесь. Здесь очень интересно учиться. Книги, материалы, которые давали нам учителя, очень интересны к познанию, очень интересно их изучать, именно поэтому наше обучение проходило так легко и быстро. 6 месяцев – это не так много, но и не так мало. Подготовка – это процесс, который требует всего вашего внимания, ваших сил, поэтому вы должны быть подготовлены к подготовке даже. Наши учителя все свое время потратили на наше обучение, на нашу подготовку к этому экзамену, поэтому мы сработали на все 100. В учебном центре Real Science руководство очень заботится об учениках, об их обучении. Если вас переводят в другую группу, посильнее, побольше часов, так и должно быть. Ведь они смотрят на вашу успеваемость, считывают с этого ваш нужный вам багаж знаний. На протяжении нашего обучения в Real Science мы проходили те темы, которые нам попались на самом экзамене. С нашим учителем по математике Околокя мы решали из презентации, которую он составил, те задачи, которые нам попались на экзамене. Нам было легче, чем другим, поэтому мы вам советуем приходить в Real Science, ведь здесь проверенные материалы, которые помогут вам поступить. То количество эссе, которые мы написали, это просто не счесть. Мисс Малика давала нам очень много домашнего задания, и мы прорешивали, писали эссе дома. Это помогло нам больше понять структуру эссе, запомнить. Это помогло нам на экзамене. Придя в Real Science, я думала, что у меня хорошие знания. У меня ведь и были хорошие знания, но этого не хватает для того, чтобы поступить в Вестминстерский лицей, где конкурс из 2000 человек проходит лишь 150, поэтому нужно готовиться еще больше. Не хватает только нашей школьной программы. Школьной программы недостаточно для того, чтобы стать одним из 150 лучших в Узбекистане. Ведь в Вестминстерский лицей хотят поступить все. Я вам советую не спорить с учителями. И то количество домашней работы, которые они вам задают, пригодится вам в дальнейшем. Ведь вы сможете принимать больше информации, больше объем информации будет усваиваться в вашей голове. Я желаю вам успехов, ведь вы все сможете. В этом мире, где так много возможностей, нет ничего невозможного. Я хочу поблагодарить мой любимый учебный центр Real Science за то, что мой багаж знаний пополнился просто на громадное количество материалов. Мы занимались по американским, английским учебникам, которые считаются самыми лучшими в мире. Я хочу выразить огромную благодарность нашим учителям и всему персоналу Real Science за моральную поддержку, за то, что вы вселили в меня уверенность и за то, что я смогла осуществить мою заветную мечту. Спасибо большое. С Real Science нет ничего невозможного.